What's up, Planco fans? This is Jasmine,
And I'm Michael.
and you're watching M&J Games. Today we are touring the park Venice City by mojathel. Mojathel? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. The description says, take a ride in the most beautiful city of Venice with the spring air, the warm lights, and the romantic boats. That was basically the gist of the description. So this park, this was one that Michael found, but I instantly loved it right from the get go. If you've seen my park tour for Sweetheart Lane, I had a section that was inspired by Venice, and I couldn't get the canals. But this whole park just takes it to a totally different level, and I think it was very well done. So
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're going to kind of go on the sidewalks here, or sidewalks, is that what it'd be called, or boardwalk, whatever the term would be for what this creator has created to represent this canal in Venice. But as you can see, there's not any rides in this park, so this is more one of the ones that having guests means nothing. It's just more about the aesthetics and the beauty of creating a real-life type area. So you can see that there is just a memento. I believe there are shops and stuff, though, as we're going to kind of go along. So what are your initial thoughts here?
I love all the buildings. It looks like the creator tried to make everything different, like with the colors, the different windows just on these two. So really good job on that. I really like the neon signs to kind of make things stand out. So
yeah, for sure. And you can already see just the amount of different building styles and just how long this must have taken to kind of go and do this. The only thing I wish is that there was an actual riverboat ride, like that would have been cool to take a
is
ride.
there not?
I don't think there is. I could be wrong, but maybe we'll find along the way. So it looks like maybe a hotel.
It's a hotel.
Yeah. Then you got the iconic phone booth. Yeah, I mean, this is just really pretty.
What percentage is this at? Do you know?
Let me see. It's at 49%.
Okay.
So it's because there's a lot of building pieces, right? If you think about all these buildings and just the detail that this creator went into, and I love seeing the little canoes, or is there a better name for those? Or
those are canoes.
Okay. And just really well done, and also the terrain here to kind of show where the canal's going is good, because if you're down here at this level, you can't see anything but the buildings, right?
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if the park was open, like how the little guests interact with everything, I guess.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go do that. Let's open up the park.
They might lead us somewhere. They might lead us to a ride or something.
Yeah, so let's do that. Let's open up the park and let's see if anything happens while we're still walking around. But this is really cool, and this is one thing to me that just makes this game so amazing is everybody approaches it differently, right?
Yeah.
It really brings out the creativity in everybody, and like this creator, it might be that the guests don't lead us anywhere because there might not be any rides, but that doesn't matter.
That's okay.
Because
this is 49% of the space. So if you wanted to expand on this, you could, which is that's a really interesting idea. So it's kind of just like a very large. I don't want to say it's not an entrance, but you know what I'm saying, like a template, I guess, if you want to expand on it.
Template, yeah, that's a good way to phrase it. Yeah, looks like right there, maybe because it's sunk into the ground a little bit. I don't know if that was on purpose, but yeah, maybe just raise that up a little bit. This is really pretty too, because you can tell that some buildings are repeated, obviously,
right, yeah.
But more often than not, you got individual buildings. I think the reason why some of them are sunken a little bit is just to try to create some diversity there with it, so that when you do see a building that has the same kind of patterns, that it doesn't necessarily look the exact same.
So it looks like there's just a lot of hotels in here, but there's There are shops. I mean, I see
Mm-hmm.
the signs for different shops.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if,
There's no ride.
yeah, and I don't know if people can actually go anywhere other than these two.
Maybe I
Um,
should have read. Well, on the description, the author did say that this was still a work in progress, so I probably should have read that part.
yeah, so we're just testing to see. Okay, so they can walk because there is a pathway there. Um, so that's good. Yeah. So now let's just kind of zoom out because I mean I try the best I can to not really view too much of the parks before we do a review because we want it to be as authentic as possible with our response. But as you can see, this is the deciduous map. Let's see if we go up a little bit. And I mean it used a fair amount of it. I mean this is a massive map to begin with, but for just having buildings, I mean used a lot of it and. I mean, really love the layout of it too, and you've got the bridges that kind of connect.
I think it would be cool. So, I mean, definitely, it would be cool if there was a one of the track rides that was like the boat ride, like the little steamboat ride. That would be cool.
Oh,
They
for sure.
could easily expand like the back portion and then open that up to have some other rides. They could make this little part here in the middle that could be a ride by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Or even have like go-karts or something like that. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, and if the creator of this ends up watching this, one thing that you can do to kind of eliminate having this part of it, because I know sometimes we want to get rid of having the path, and let me just tear a couple things apart for a second so that we can see this. Put everything back, trying to. Yeah, so if you're to use just a different path instead of having this, obviously you won't have to deal with the fact that you've got these wooden little pieces sticking up. Because it looks like you're doing kind of what I was wondering about, which is you do have all of this being land, and then it's just you just were able to kind of create an edge here to where you then place the cement pieces or whatever those building pieces are, right? But if you were to just place like a so let's do this. Let's go back. So what if we just replace this with any kind of path?
The path.
Oops. Sorry, let me get off of that camera. So let's do.
I think there's a natural path that doesn't have the wooden pegs on it though. It's
Really
just like plain.
Yeah, so I mean, it really doesn't matter what the path is, right? Because now it blends into where you're not seeing those pegs.
Yeah.
And I mean, now maybe you did want to have those on there just so you kind of knew where all the paths went. Because obviously, one thing though is there's not a way for guests to get over here. So one thing you could add is kind of add a larger bridge going from here to here, because essentially all the guests can do is go around this area and this part, because there isn't a connection going here to here. But like you said, it's still not complete. I'm sure this creator is going to build on this a little bit, but we really just wanted to kind of create a video on this because it is so unique.
Yeah.
And one great thing about this game and the community is just how everybody approaches things differently. So whenever we see something that's unique, we kind of want to share it and create a little video on it and just give our perspective.
Yeah, this is definitely very, very pretty and picturesque.
I didn't even notice that. Look at the bell tower there.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That is in the game. It's like pre-built.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really pretty.
And I do kind of like how excuse me, the largest buildings, at least a couple of the largest I've seen, seem to be here in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of cool, especially with these here. So do you have any final thoughts or anything else that we haven't talked about yet with this map?
No, I would just be interested to like download this and actually play it, just to expand on it.
Yeah, for sure. Alright guys, so as always, thank you so much for watching the videos and checking out our channel. And if you enjoy the content, make sure and hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy this video, hit the like button. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.